Hi there, this is the second video on tangent calculations. It is number T7.5. Might be a really good idea to just turn off the video, do the questions, and then turn the video back on, because by now, probably got this all figured out. Okay, turn off. I trust you. All right, label step number 1. Hypotenuse. Oops, my hand's in the way. Round the corner, adjacent, and opposite. And you know what? I'm going to do what I said I'd do in the last video. I am just going to do it right away. Round the corner, adjacent, and opposite. Oh, yep, you can still see me. All right, now I'll go back and do my question. And obviously with the information I've given with adjacent and opposite, it's tangent. Not to mention it says tangent up there. Although if you watch some of my videos, every once in a while I'll fess up. I get the wrong question in there. I was going to say, I'm just testing you. But the truth is, I accidentally put in the wrong question, and it doesn't always match. We got adjacent and opposite, so we are golden with tangent. I'll move that down. So tan theta is opposite over adjacent. Tan 61 degrees is opposite. Now I'm going to put x in because right there's little x there. You can leave opposite in there. It doesn't matter as long as it's a variable of some sort. And adjacent. So, see, I did it. And I always say this is a step where I check to make sure I've got everything figured out. And I should have 2 numbers and 1 unknown. What I just wrote is I have 1 number and 2 unknowns. That's not good. Because adjacent, I can actually see it's 210. So if you do come across that where you only have 1 number and 2 unknowns, the choice is 1, like me, the number's there, I just forgot to write it in. Or 2, you might actually have grabbed the wrong formula. Say, for example, I'm just going to write wrong over here so nobody gets excited. You decided you were going to use sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, right? You're going to use this sine to solve this one. Well, okay, so sine 61 is equal to my opposite side. I don't know that. Over my hypotenuse. Well, you can see there's no way that sine's going to work because you don't have the opposite side and you don't have the hypotenuse. So it won't work. This is the one that's will. And you know what? If you're having a bad day and you start here and you get to this point, don't beat yourself up. Just go, got the wrong one. This is wrong. Goodbye. Don't need that. Back to our question. Tan 61 is equal to 1.8040 is x over 210. Right, we're going to cross multiply because I like cross multiplying. So 1 times x is 1.8040 times 210. I know if you have a different teacher, you may have learned it. I mean, you can solve this by just multiplying through by 210. But you know what? My brain says, oh, look, it's a fraction. We're just going to cross multiply. And I do it every single time. You've been watching the videos. You know I do it every single time. And then I don't have to go, is that the one where I can just multiply through? Or is that the one where I have to do the extra step in division and stuff like that? Nah, just multiply every time. Or cross multiply, rather. So x is equal to 1.8040 times 210. And I am lazy. I still have this sitting on my calculator. So all I need to do is multiply by 210. And I get x is equal to 378.85. That's just, I'm just writing it. I'm not rounding yet. Now I'm going to look at my question. It looks like it's to the nearest whole number. So x is equal to 379. And see, this has millimeters. So we're going to put millimeters here too. And there we go. So 379. Now, usually I always say, well, you know, the hypotenuse has got to be the longest line. Well, great, but we don't have the value for hypotenuse. But what you can do, if this angle is 61, this one, okay, I'm going to teach you the shortcut. There's 180 degrees in a triangle. If you take away the 90 for a square corner, that leaves you 90. So this angle and this angle are always going to give you the remaining 90 degrees. So if this is 61, I can really just go 90 minus 61. And I want to say that's 21. 90 minus 61. This one is 29 degrees. I should clarify. This at this point is just my paranoid check. It's not part of the question. Our question was done here. But if this is 29 degrees, okay, and this is 61 and this is 90. So this is my smallest angle. This better be my smallest side. And it is, right? Basically, if I did this calculation and I had something smaller than 210, then I know I screwed up. All I can say is, well, it's probably right because it's bigger than the T10. Okay, one last tangent question left here. All right. Oh, if you watched the last video, I'm going to fess up. I haven't looked it up. All I know is that it's a Greek. That one is a Greek symbol. And I'm just going to be kind of going to cheat. And I'm just going to use theta instead. Tan theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. Hey, you know what? You are one of my students. You will know my email. Look that symbol up, send me the answer, and I will give you some kind of bonus marks. So tan theta, I don't know what the angle is. Opposite is 50 over adjacent, which is 235. So tan theta, 50 divided by 235. Oops, now I've done something bad. Let me try that again. 50 divided by 235. 0.2128. I rounded 4 decimal places. And then I'm just going to write that in there to remind me what I did and how I magically went to a theta or angle theta. Second tan. Put that number back in and I get 12 degrees. Now, if that just weirded you out, I would go second and tangent, and I would put in 0.2128, and I get 12 degrees. My calculator is just cool. If I can just hit the enter button and it puts the number in for me to complete my calculations. All right, cool. It says that this is 12 degrees. All right, so if that's 12 degrees, this is clearly the smallest angle. And looking at this and this, the 50 is smaller. So yeah, odds are I'm pretty good. I think we got this. And I think you now have a full understanding of tangent. Plus, if you've worked through the sheets, you now understand tangent and cosine and sine. And you are trigonomaniac. I made it up. That's what you are. Get a shirt.